Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the next episode. I'm just going to stop trying to say the episode number. I'm just going to say welcome to this next episode. And as always, I look shattered, absolutely tired because I just woke up. So just bear with me, guys. But yalla, bismillah. We're going to start with review, but we'll start from this page today. We'll start with you, Esnaf, and then sister, you can take it away. Start from the top line, inshallah. Bismillah. Go ahead.
Okay, 1 second. Let me fixing my little tab up here. Okay.
From right here.
Trying to, how do I minimize? There we go. That's better. Okay, bismillah. Where are we starting? Show it again. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, just the first one right here.
Oh, up there. Okay. It's kind of laggy. That's one. Okay. Ba noon noon.
Ta ya noon.
Ya ta noon.
Tha noon.
Jim.
Ha.
Ha.
Jim tha.
There's no dot. When there's no dot, it's
Sorry. Ha tha.
very good.
Ha ba.
Jim ta.
Ta ha ta.
Ya jim ba.
Very good.
Ba ha ta.
Ta.
Ha.
Ba ta.
Ya ha.
Ta ha.
Noon ta.
Ha.
Ya ha ba.
Ba ha alif.
Ba ha mim.
Dal.
Dhal.
Jim. Dal.
That's right.
Dal.
Kha dhal.
Ra.
Za.
Jim ra.
Kha za.
Ra.
Za.
Ya ra.
Ta za.
Sin.
Shin.
Sin lam.
Shin lam.
Sad.
Bod.
Ta.
Va.
No. So this one you have to vibrate it. Okay. You have to bring your tongue out and vibrate it a bit more. Vo.
Va.
Sad. Ba.
Ta ba.
Okay.
Dad. Alif.
Va alif.
Ain.
Ghain.
Hamza.
Ain za.
Ghain. Ra.
Very good. Raw. Excellent.
Ra.
Swad ain.
Dad. Ghain.
Make it heavier. Ra. Ghain.
Ghain.
Again.
Ghain.
Yeah, very good. Try not as much scratching, more gargling. Ra. Ghain.
Ghain.
Ba ain dal.
Ba. Ta. Za. No.
So this is the same ghain you just did, but without the tail. Just the head. You see this head right here? So you have the ghain with the dot. So this is also
Ghain.
very good. No, that was really ugly. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Ghain, and what's the last one? If this one is dal, when you have a dal with a dot, what is it?
Zal.
Very good. Dal. Okay. Asnaf, you do the next three.
Hamza, Hamza, Hamza.
Very good. Hamza, Hamza, Hamza. Okay, sister.
Fa.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead.
قاف
واو
قاف واو
فا واو
فا قاف لام
قاف
That's right. When it has one dot.
فا
Very
لام
good. Lam. The difference between this and ghain, because that's what people get confused with. Okay. Ghain is filled in. For example, here it's filled in, right? But the difference usually in Arabic when you write it is fa is a full circle with a dot on top, like this. You see how it's like a full circle? It has a dot on top. But ghain is usually, or ain is usually written like a triangle, like this. I have like more of a triangular shape with a dot. Or like how they did it here, they did it like a knot and they fill it in. Okay. But fa is more of like this perfect circle with the dots. Okay. And ghain is more like you see here, it's like this different shape. Here it's filled in, but it won't always be filled in. When I write Arabic, I usually write my ghains like that. You'll be able to tell just from the knot. Okay. So what's this, Esnaf?
يا فا
ميم
ميم
حاميم
لام ميم
تاميم
تا ميم تا
Very good. All right. Sister, what is this squiggly line called?
مد
Excellent. Med. All right. Med, what we said it does, it just elongates it. Okay, we're going to study med more and how long to make it long exactly when we get to the Quran and when we study tajweed rules, something called tajweed rules, the rules of reciting the Quran. But for now, all I need you to remember is that this is called med, okay, and that when you see it, it's just elongating what's there. So this is not changing anything. This letter sod is still sod, but instead of saying sod, you're just elongating it, and now you're just saying sod. Okay, so it'd be like if the word was book, it's still book, but you're just now saying book. All right, excellent. So now we can get you guys started on the next lesson. So I'm just screenshot this. For those of you that downloaded the app, you guys can just open it yourselves as well. Follow along. All right. All right. Now we start getting into the fun stuff. Okay. We're going to learn in Arabic. We have, just like in English, we have vowels. In Arabic, we have vowels as well, right? We have 3 vowels in Arabic. And these are what we would call now today, we're going to learn the short vowels, the short version, because we have short vowels and long vowels. So in Arabic, we just have 3 vowels, a, e, and u. Okay, a, e, and u, and that's it. So this one right here, when you see this little line on top of a letter, a straight line like this on top of a letter, it's called a fatha. Okay, it's called a fatha. Okay, fatha. What's it called, Esnaf?
فتحة.
Very good. Sister, what's it called?
فتحة.
Excellent. Okay. Now, when the same exact line is under, it's called kasra. Kasra. Okay. What is it?
كسرة.
Very good. And this little tiny wow, this is like a tiny wow, as you can see, we call it dhamma with a dod, the heavy letter. Dhamma. Dhamma. What is it, sister?
دم.
Say dod. You know the letter dod? Okay, this is the letter dod. What is it? Dhamma with this heavy dod. Dhamma.
دم.
Okay. So how it works in Arabic, it's very simple. Whenever a letter has a fatha on it, it gives it the ah sound. So what do I mean by that? We have the letter ayn here. Okay, the letter is called ayn, but with the fatha, it just makes a ah sound. Ah. The letter kaf, which ends with a f, when I put a fatha on it, it just makes a ka sound. Ka. And if you can see every other letter, same thing. Sheen becomes sha. Lam becomes la. Ra becomes ra. I know some of these sound with fatha, some of them sound similar, but they're not. I'll give you an example with the other two and it'll be more clear. Anything that has a kasra has a e sound, e. So for example, the letter ha, originally it's ha, but now with a kasra, it becomes he, okay? The letter ha becomes he. The letter qaf becomes qi, okay? The letter sheen becomes what, Esnaf?
With the kasra,
The
right?
kasra.
She.
Very good. Sister, the letter lam becomes what?
Li.
Li, okay? Esnaf, the letter noon becomes?
Ni.
Exactly, ni. So you see how whenever you have a kasra on a letter, it's very easy. All you do is you add that e sound. Si, li, mi, ni, she, bi, ti, whatever it is, okay? And then the same thing with a dhamma, whatever letter it's on, it gives it the u sound. U, okay? Now, something important to note, whenever there's a kasra on a letter, you should be smiling when you say that letter. So it should be he. If you want to say it properly, the more you smile, the more accurately it's going to come out. He, she, bi, ti, all right? And whenever there's a dhamma, you want to pucker your lips. You want to bring them out as much as you can. Bu, tu, thu. It's as if you're trying to reach your finger with your lips. Bu, or like you're whistling. Boo, don't whistle, by the way, it's bad, but I give that example because it's a good example. Okay. So for example, now, if I add the dhamma on any letter, so ha would become hu. Okay. What does qaf become, sister?
Tu.
What is it?
Oh, qu.
Yeah, qaf, qu. Okay. Asnaf, sheen,
Shu.
shu. Okay. Noon.
Nu.
You see, don't say new. No, nu. U. Nu.
Try.
Right?
Nu.
Yeah, you can make it a bit flatter. I told you before you have this with the letter noon, you kind of say it like noon, okay? Noon or new. I want you to just keep it flatter and or make it like not no, but new.
Nu.
There you go. Exactly. It's like in the middle of no and new. I want something in the middle, which is new. Anyway, we'll get to that one. So there's a way that I like to teach my students to do this. Some teachers, they'll teach, and if you want to practice it like this, by all means, I mean, if you're learning by yourself, I mean, no one's going to stop you. You could do whatever you want. Some people, they just learn the sounds and then they just go, ah, e, u, ha, and they just keep going, okay? But I tell my students to spell things out, What does that mean? I want you to break it down for me. So it's sort of like in mathematics, when you go 1 plus 1, there's a whole process there, okay? And when you go through a process, when you get stuck, I don't know if you've ever learned math and your teacher's like, let me see your process, let me see where you went wrong, right? So for example, if you reach the end result, whatever, and it's wrong, then the math teacher can go and check and be like, okay, this is where you went wrong. I can see your process, it's written, and I can tell you where you went wrong. If I teach you right now, for example, it works, but later on when you start learning words and bigger words, it's not gonna be just 1 plus 1. It's gonna be 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can just look at a word directly and try to read it, or just look at a letter like right here. You can just look at this and say ta, and it'll work. But later on, when you start doing words, if there's a word, if you just look at it and try to read it, if you get it wrong, then what you have to do is try to look at it again and just read it again. But what I've noticed that helps is if you're able to break each letter down individually and break down the process, you can, when you make a mistake, I can tell you to figure it out yourself. Again, I'll tell you, check your process, go through the process again, and you will see where you went wrong. Okay, so to do the process, what we do, first we identify the letter. First, you always start with the letter. What's the letter here?
Alif.
No, it's a Hamza.
Oh, oops.
Okay. Alif is when there's no Hamza. But remember, we just did this lesson. Okay. When we were practicing, I told you at the bottom. Okay. Anytime you see a Hamza, whatever chair it's sitting on, what this is a chair for the Hamza. At the end of the day, this is what? Hamza. That's what we said.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a Hamza. Okay, so first we identify the letter Hamza, then we identify what vowels on top of it or under it. So what's this called?
Fatha.
Very good. Fatha. Okay, Fatha. So now we say Hamza Fatha. So that's 1 plus 1. And then we say what sound do they make when they come together, when they fuse together?
Hamza Fatha.
Exactly. Hamza Fatha. You see, so Hamza plus Fatha equals but you don't have to say plus and equals. Okay. Yalla, sister, what letter is this?
Ha. He.
No, this is also Hamza. Okay. If the Hamza is under the alif or on top of the alif, it's still anytime. Look, you're only going to see Hamza coming with alif, waw, and ya. But sometimes I like to give the example just so you understand what I mean. Even if you saw a Hamza on top of a ha, or if you saw it on top of a house, okay? When you see Hamza, whatever it comes with, automatically, whatever it comes with, it disappears and just it's a Hamza. Don't worry about what else comes with it, okay? It's a Hamza. So this is Hamza, okay? What's under the Hamza? Do you remember what this is called, sister? Yes, Kasra. Okay, so we say Hamza, Kasra, and when you put them together, what sound does it make?
He.
E. All right? Now,
Hamza is just
sorry, my internet connection is unstable. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
1 second. It seems like it's cutting out my internet. Okay, am I cutting out?
No, we hear you. It's just
Right.
you're just your image is lagging. That's about it.
Okay.
But your audio is fine.
Okay, so sister, pay attention. Okay, this is the mistake that people always make with Hamza. I told you guys this when I think in the first lesson or second lesson. It's called Hamza with the H. That's the name of the letter. Okay, but Hamza does not make an H sound. Okay, it doesn't. Don't look at the name for Hamza to figure out what sound it makes. It does not make an H sound. Ha makes the H sound. There's only one letter that makes an H sound. He, ha, he, hu. But Hamza, think of it, it makes like an A sound. E, u. There's no H in a Hamza. Okay, so that's why it's Hamza Fatha. Okay, here it's going to be like an E. Hamza Kasra.
E.
Exactly. Okay. And then the last one, sister, Hamza. What's this called?
A. D. So the D. Damma.
Yeah, Dhamma. Dhamma with a dot. Okay, Dhamma. Sorry.
Damma.
Dhamma. Okay. So Hamza, Dhamma, what sound does that make?
U.
Ooh, very good. Okay, all three together now. By the way, that's what we do when we get to the last one, the third one. Then we just repeat all three and we go E, U.
E, U.
Very good. Okay, sister, I want you to do these three on your own. Go ahead. Start with the letter.
Ha. He. Hu.
No, spell them out.
Oh.
What letter is it?
Ha.
Very good. Ha.
What is this? Accent?
Ha.
No, what is this called? What did we say this vowel or accent marking on top is called?
Kasra, Damma, and then that's the
Fatha.
Fatha, yeah.
So ha, Fatha, what sound do they make together?
Ha.
Okay, next one. Letter.
Ha.
What's this called?
Kasra.
What sound do they make together?
He.
Very good. Okay, and last one. Letter.
Ha. Damma. Damma.
Good. And together they make?
Hu.
Very good. Who. Okay, and then you go back and now you say all three together in one go.
Oh, like say both of them?
All
Three of them. You don't have to spell it out. Now you just say the final result. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Ha. He. Hu.
Very good. Ha, he, who. That's it. All right, we're going to stop here. We'll practice more of this next time. The most important thing for everybody for this lesson is just remember that this is called Fatha, this is called Kasra, and this is called Dhamma. Fatha makes an A sound, Kasra makes an E sound, Dhamma makes an U sound. All right, guys?
Barakallahu feekum, man. Appreciate you.
Jazakum Allahu khairan. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum.